So are you running a customer delivery fleet, anything from 6 vehicles upwards to 100 vehicles, and you've constantly been trying to improve the efficiency and reduce the cost of delivery and improve the utilisation of the vehicles and so on? You know, it's pretty difficult to do, and there's a lot of moving parts in this, and there's a lot of things that will influence the capacity and time utilisation. And we've been doing this for about 20 years now, so what I thought I'd do is just share some tips, and maybe this will help you improve the utilisation of your own vehicle fleet, because there's a number of key things that really drive the efficiency, and what I've found over the years is that they really fall into 3 main areas. There's the aspects of the customer that drive efficiency. There's, my writing's terrible. There's the aspects of the vehicles, and then there's the aspect of the network itself. So let's just have a look at those, and maybe we'll start with the vehicles. And I reckon there are 3 main areas of consideration on each side of this triangle. First of all, of course, there's the vehicle capacity. So how many smaller vehicles versus larger vehicles do you have? Do you measure the utilisation of the capacity? Then we've got the fixed and variable costs. So we really need to understand, and there's a whole sort of analytical approach to this, but you've got fixed costs involved with operating the fleet, and then you've got variable costs involved with operating the fleet based on the number of deliveries and the size of the deliveries. And then also kind of linked in with the vehicle size, you've got access issues sometimes. So can large vehicles, articulated vehicles, actually get into all your customers? And very often what you'll find is that you have to have a certain mix of vehicles so that you can get the right capacity balance and also the right access into the customer locations. Then in terms of the network, we've probably got 3 things here. There's the service offer. So are you offering, delivery within a couple of hours, or the next day, or within a couple of days? All of that impacts your ability to better plan the operation and get better efficiency. Then you've got the ratio of collections to deliveries. So if you're running a parcel operation, perhaps you're doing all the pickups in the morning, they're getting back to the depot and all the deliveries in the afternoon. That obviously has a significant impact on the utilisation of the fleet, the ratio of those. And then, of course, you've got your depot locations. Where are the vehicles actually operating from? In some operations, for example, the vehicles might be home-based, so the drivers take them home at night. So you need to factor that in as well. Now, of course, the customer has a huge impact on your ability to plan this better and make it a lot more efficient. So what are the locations of the customers? And with that, we've got aspects of drop density. So, I'm living in a big city here in Sydney. Obviously, in the central area of Sydney, there's a lot of drops in a very small area. But then out in the outer suburbs, getting out then beyond the city itself, you've got longer driving times. So all of that impacts your ability to schedule these vehicles better. Then you've got the order profile of the customer. So we'll just call that orders. So how frequently are they ordering? What size are they ordering? And then we've got what's commonly called the time windows. So are there restrictions on when you can actually deliver to the customer? Some of the hardest deliveries, of course, are home deliveries, but if you think of, for a moment about delivering into retail stores or retail distribution centres, they might want deliveries at a certain time of day. In the medical healthcare arena, hospitals want deliveries at a certain time of day because they don't want to distract medical staff. They want deliveries to come in at a certain time. And so all of these things will have a huge impact on your ability to actually better plan and schedule your fleet, improve service and reduce cost. Now, if you've never gone through an exercise like this, what I found over the years of doing this for about 20 years or so, is that if you've never done it, it's really worthwhile. You can probably achieve something like a 15% cost saving just by tweaking the allocation of customers to vehicles, to depots, by having a look at the time windows, all these sorts of things. Now, one of these things, has a much bigger impact than all of the others. So all of these different factors related to the customer, related to the vehicles, related to the actual physical network, if you could get greater flexibility in one of these or get control of it better, it will have a much, much bigger impact on your ability to achieve that 15% than any of the others. What do you reckon it is? Feel free to comment below, and then when there's a few comments in there, I'll let you know what I've found over doing this for decades with hundreds of different businesses, which one has the greatest impact, and it's the one that you should work on.